Yoo-hoo! Happy 9/11, guys. And you know what does it say? 9/11. It's 12 years in the tragedy, World Trade Center, and 3 months till I will be 27. Because now I'm 26.75-year-old. And 3 months away it's my birthday. And we big 27. I've been out of YouTube for a while, I've been sick. Now I'm finally almost recovered. I've been sick yesterday, I caught the flu. Now I'm alright. And then as you notice, guys, I'm the rules. I'm all about the numbers and statistics. Couple days ago, another thing, I hit 500,000 views. Half of the million views, people. You should congratulate me on that. Got beat 5 right there. Now let's get back to the point. See, the reason why I brought the numbers up and statistics and everything, because today in the video I'm gonna talk about pros and cons why Jews have to marry black. And I'm gonna start with pros. And that's some numerical stuff, but this time it's kind of geographical stuff, okay? Like you see, as you know, I'm 75% Jewish, 25% Russian, 26.25 again, 75 there again. You see, it's all about numbers and shit. And there is also 75% of Jews living in Israel. And close to Israel, as you know, there is a Gaza Strip. And a couple weeks ago I met a guy from Gaza Strip, and he's basically black. He has a black skin color, like mulattoes do. And that's the reason why Jews should marry black. Because see, this is how the people go. On the north, you got people with blonde hair and blue eyes. Then as you go to the south, you got people with black hair, brown eyes, but they're still white, like Eastern European people, Russian Jews. And then as you go down, the hot areas, we see black people. So like people live in Africa, they're black. There is no white people in Africa, right? And the reason behind it is a geographical reason. And Middle East, right? People who live in Middle East, they have darker skin than I do. So if you're Jewish, it means that you're a person who lives in Middle East. And people who live in Middle East should have a darker skin color. So if I want to be like a real Jew, if I really care about the Jewish ethnic type, like most Jewish people do, and they being hypocritical about it, because people who live in that area, they're darker skinned, that says the Jews should marry black. So it means it's either African or African American, to restore the ethnic Jewish genotype. Now, as you all know from history, about 3,300 years old, Jewish people, Semitic nomadic tribes, they came from the north and they conquered Palestine. And people who wear their darker skin. Again, this is black and white issue. This is not Jews versus Arabs issue, this is black and white issue. Because these Zionist oppressors who claim themselves Jews, who basically are northern tribes, who don't belong in this area geographically in any way, who belong to the northern area, they're like Semitic nomadic tribes, they're like from Iraq, from like a little northern area, got to that area. And this is like, according to the nature, it's not right. They're basically oppressing darker skinned people, Palestinians. And as you know from history, you know, like white people, they came to this country, to the United States, to oppress Indians. They killed a bunch of Indians, the people to whom this country belonged to. And they invaded it. So right now in America we have all kinds of people, we have black people and everything. And I watched videos of Player Supreme where he was saying, oh, you know, it's not really good for black people to live in California because you know, like black people have melanin, a certain component, and it's not healthy for them to live in certain area because black people belong to people who belongs in Israel, Palestine, they're the Palestinians. So that's a big reason why Jews should marry black, to restore the ethnic type, which they should be, that they should have. Because Jewish people shouldn't be white like me. That's a mistake right there. Let's change it, okay? That's geographical reason. Now I'm gonna talk about bad things, like the cons. Jews marrying black. Why it can be challenging for modern day Jew to marry black? You know, there are ethnic stereotypes about how Jewish people are, right? So first thing, Jewish people, they're good with money. They watch their money closely. And I can identify myself with that too. Like, you know, if you go to the Jewish house, he may live like a bum and not give a fuck about it. And then have like 10 grand on their bank account. Not talking about me, I know other people like that, so, who Jewish. And what about black people? Black people spend money like crazy. They like beautiful things. They like to have luxurious lifestyle. Like black people, they're not capable, just, you know, a little bit. If they get money, they just want to ball, they want to buy new shoes, they want to buy new furniture, you have beautiful stuff. And they don't care about money, they don't count money, you know. And Jewish people do. And you know, when they're saying that Jewish people are stealing, you know, like Russian people, like they say the Jews are stealing money and things like that. Not necessarily. Jewish people also may have money because they live below their means and they know how to save money. It's just in their blood, you know. They're good with money, it's just how they are. That's why Jewish people have money. Now, of course, there are some Jewish people like, and I can say that because, you know, dishonesty is also one trait, but thank God I didn't have that. Because, you know, there are negative stereotypes about Jewish people. And if you watch the news, if you watch like a lot of Jews who ruled in the United States, you know, like Joseph Lieberman and Ralph Emanuel, if you watch Brother Nathaniel's videos, he said how hypocritical they are. And I mean, I've been there too, because you know, like how Jewish people, they are worrying about preserving their Jewish race, and because they know that multiculturalism is actually difficult and dangerous. They know that, you know, if you marry somebody outside of your ethnic group, culture, religion, it's gonna be bad. But yet they are putting it on white people. Like, look, America is multicultural, that's why we have all kinds of problems. And Russian people know that too. That's why Russian people, they hate immigrants. Because, you know, immigrants, they behave on not their own land, like they're the owners. They behave like crazy. They act, you know, not in the best way, disturbing other people. That's why Russian people are also right, that Russian people should be in Russia, Jewish people should live in Israel. I mean, Jewish people are white and I'm mixed, and Jewish people are mixed, so therefore they can do whatever. If people are mixed, if they are not like one pure type, they have a right to do whatever. But if people are one ethnic type, they're better off preserved there. Jewish men being with black woman, vice versa. Jewish woman dating a black man. Like, you know, in my culture, Jewish people and Russians, you know, especially Jewish people, they don't spend much on their woman, you know. They take women on the dates, but then they don't really like buy them food, buy them cars. Now in black culture, if you have a woman, you got a bill, you have to pay for her, you have to supply her things, and if you don't, she may get upset at you because she thinks that as a man you have to provide, you have to support. Black people, they are more prone, they have tend to not to be monogamous. Like we call it men are polyamorous, but I think in some races that's more common than the others. Like, you know, black people, they're like, oh, you're gonna go to the club, you're gonna fuck them bitches, you know, I don't give a fuck, you know, things like that. I'm not saying all the black men are like that, but it's like, I saw some black men who couldn't get no pussy, I saw some black men who are monogamous, but what we see, like most of the black men, black men, they're like, you know, cheating on their women, they're buying them shit and cheating on them. It's Africans, and then black Americans, they just go into the clubs like, yo, you know. And they fucking bitches just like that, nothing for shit, just pimping the bitches up and fucking them and then leaving them, you know. I know that some Russians and Jews, they can be the same way, but I feel like in ethnic Russian Jewish group, like there is less of that. You see, like Jewish people, they're like, you know, there's type of Jewish people, they are bringing all the money home, they're careful with money, they're providing for the family, can be good husband. It's not always true. Still, like, Jewish people have the tendency, like, to provide, to support, to be good with money. And black people, they like, I have this damn kids, what the fuck? I'm just gonna bust a nut, get the fuck out, you know. Fuck this damn bitch. She can support kid on her own. Fuck this, fuck that. Yeah, so like, yeah, between Jews and blacks, like, the cultural things, they play a big part. Why it's gonna be difficult for them to be together. Because different culture means different thinking. I feel like in order for a Jew, or for Russian Jew, to be with a black woman, you have to overcome certain barriers. And this is what I've been told from my childhood, you know. You're better off marry or date somebody from your own culture, from your own ethnic group. For me, if Russian or Jewish would be easy. Like Russian Jews or just Slavic people, you know, because they have the same mentality, like. But Africans or Americans or Hindu people can be challenging. Can Jews marry black and be happy with the marriage? They probably can, but that involves understanding each other's culture, understanding where everyone comes from, understanding of your differences and similarities. And if you're able to work through it, good. If not, stick to your roots. Peace out.